Hey everyone, it's your favorite loan officer, Jeff Martin. And today, by popular request, the topic is credit scores. How do they work? Are consumer level credit reports like Credit Karma useful? What should I do to improve my score? What do I need to be able to buy a house? There is a lot to unpack here. So let's get started. First, there are three credit bureaus: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and those are private for-profit companies. Mortgage companies get their reports from all three, and they are going to use your middle score, not an average. So if you have only two, they're going to use the lower. A few lenders will even work with you if you've got only one. But what about FICO? What's that? FICO is an acronym for Fair Isaac Corporation. They're the ones behind the algorithms that drive the scores from those three bureaus. So let's talk about Credit Karma and similar reports available to consumers. There's some value in this, but quite frankly, not much. The value there is not in the score that they report to you, but in your ability then to see the trend in your score from month to month as your credit varies. But nearly always, the scores they report are significantly different than those reported to a mortgage company, or for that matter, a credit card or auto lender. Having worked in both auto lending and home lending, I can tell you from experience that these scores are almost never accurate, unfortunately. But you can get a free copy of your entire credit report with the real score on it anytime someone does an inquiry or once a year from each of the three bureaus. I highly, highly recommend doing this. Next, what can you do to improve your scores? Well, sadly, the formulas that the three bureaus use are considered to be trade secrets, so we can't see them exactly. But experience, and I'm sure soon AI, will be able to give us some insight here. An absolutely ideal credit score would look like this: no delinquency, 1 to 6 overall revolving accounts like credit cards, 48 or more months reviewed average age of accounts. They want those accounts to average 4 years or older, 0 inquiries in the last 6 months, and 1 or more bank card trade line. Here's what I can tell you from both personal and professional experience. Number one, first and foremost, use credit in such a way that you can always, and I can't emphasize this enough, always pay your bills on time. If you're not 100% sure you can afford it, do not apply for that particular funding source. Late payments show on your credit report for a long time, and they continue to drag your score down for years. Next, on revolving accounts like credit cards, try to keep those balances below 30% of the credit limit. This is called utilization. When you're trying to establish or rebuild credit, this can help a lot. An unused credit card helps very little, if at all. You want to use that card to 30% each month and then pay it off each month. I have seen a very young adult, we're talking 19 years old, with a score of 700 with only 2 credit card accounts that had each only been open for under a year. You can do it if you consistently do that 30% rule and just pay it off every month. Those on-time payments add up really quickly, and not ever having a late payment makes all the difference in the world. Finally, let's talk about what score you need to buy a house. Honestly, it can get pretty low. I've seen people with scores in the upper 500 to be approved. But the lower your score, the more things you have to bring to the table: a higher down payment, cash in reserve to help you if you can't make that month's payment, and sometimes having to pay off the bad debts that are pulling down your score. But truthfully, that last one is a huge winner, because now you're able to buy a house, you're getting rid of that debt, and you're improving your score all at the same time. So when it's time, or when you're starting to think about it, talk to a mortgage professional. We have tools who can help. I can give you general guidance, and in some cases, I can give you access to tools that can give you specific things to do with a pretty close estimate of the score impact you can enjoy from these actions. I'm here to help. So give me a call at 904-209-9287. I would love to help you buy that first house or that next house to get you closer and closer to your dream. Have a great day, everyone. Jeff Martin, 904-209-9287.